George Simmel was a German sociologist who lived and wrote during the 19th and early 20th centuries. Simmel's work focused on his view that sociology should be concentrated on the forms of interaction that underlie political, economic, religious, and sexual behavior. These values are reflected in Simmel's writings on fashion. Simmel states that fashion is the imitation of a given example and satisfies the demand for social adaptation. It leads the individual upon the road which all travel. It furnishes a general condition which resolves the conduct of every individual into a mere example. According to Simmel, fashion influences not only apparel but everything from social forms to aesthetic judgment and the whole style of human expression. Today, the overwhelming popular use of social media platforms, specifically Facebook and Instagram, reflect the ideas and influence Simmel explains in his writings in fashion by serving as a medium through which people create and follow trends and passions.
Why do I use Facebook and Instagram? Well, I think I use Instagram more, and I think it's because it's like a good way to like showcase like pictures and be like liked just on the pictures and
Yeah, so I probably don't post that much just because, like, you're not sure how many likes you're gonna get, so, and people trade in the currency of likes, one might say.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I think that the whole like cherry blossom thing is like, when I went for the first time, like it had been so hyped up by everyone, and like all these people had these like really cute like pictures and trees, and so I think in my mind it was a lot prettier and a lot better, and then I got there and they weren't really in bloom, but I had walked all the way there and I kind of felt excluded because I didn't have a picture also. So then I sort of like took a picture and it like posted on Instagram, and it was like, oh my god, it's so pretty, like it was so fun. I was like, yeah, it was awesome, but like it really wasn't that great.
Simmel goes on to state that the idea of fashion contains three contradictions that are supported by the use of social media. The first contradiction, that allows for the distinguishing of oneself but also identifying with a particular group, is met by the simple use of social media. By creating personalized profiles and then adding friends and followers, one individualizes themselves while identifying with the friends and followers they've connected to. The second contradiction, that the spread of fashion leads to its eventual failure, can be seen in the commonality of posts during certain times of the year. One example is every year during the spring in Washington, D.C., the cherry blossoms bloom. During the cherry blossom season, one person will change their profile picture to a stereotypical cherry blossom profile picture. Shortly after, many more people will change their picture to an almost identical one. As soon as this begins, the first person to post, the leader, will change their profile picture again to something else. Finally, the third contradiction, that leaders are just better followers than everyone else, can once again be seen in the cherry blossom example, as the first person to change their picture, that year's leader, is only following the example from years prior. Furthermore, the use of Facebook and Instagram contain the same stratification as fashion between the wealthy, or in the case of social media, the popular, and the poor or unpopular. As Simmel detailed with fashion, the wealthy set the trend. In the phenomena of Facebook and Instagram, the wealthy are those who have a large following whose posts receive a lot of attention and likes. This will draw the attention of the less popular, and will cause them to mimic the popular pictures in an attempt to garner a similar level of attention, as is the case in the flood of the cherry blossom pictures. Using this examination, it can be seen that Simmel's description of fashion can be implemented as a framework to explain the growing phenomena of social media as a platform of fashion and trends.